Hey everybody, welcome to Scott Mary's Ping Pong Podcast, Table Tennis Talk.
Table tennis talk.
Whichever way you choose to look at it, we've got some socks.
Sponsored by Hanes, Comfort Blend, Ultimate Crew Socks.
That's the best kind of sock there is. A little quiet downstairs at Sears today. It's Thursday currently.
Except for the one crying child who did not want to be shopping with her parents.
And the squealing escalator.
Oh, and squealing escalator is always part of our lives.
We did explain to them how they let us play ping pong for free and so they should fix their escalator. But I assume that that's more of an issue of them needing to make sure their escalator isn't broken than me bothering them about having a particular quality of escalator or not having a particular quality of escalator. And if it's annoying to you, it's even more annoying to them. But at least we have a crooked ping pong table. Huh?
Cricket, but it's free.
It's free.
And it's a good mid-exercise, comebacker. Good mid-exercise, mid-walk break. Since we started at the other end of the mall, this is the midway point. Well, I guess it's not the midway point. It's the furthest point from our walking start position. The Nordstrom's end versus the Sears end.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry. Recovery. Oops, sorry again.
I am also sorry. We went and we walked the new side of the mall, downstairs and upstairs, and then we stopped for a little while so Mary could massage my foot because it was hurting. And David Waba walked up. And so we got to talk to David Waba for a little while. He told us about his kids. Phil, who's Jacob's friend, and Jenna, who's 8 years old and goes to Chadwick apparently. And was telling him about what a good experience we had with Sabrina at Renaissance. They're kind of close to each other, private schools in Palos Verdes / San Pedro, that same area.
Drawing from a similar pool of homes.
It's like you got a kid with learning differences, don't, be afraid, just call Renaissance as long as they're 5th grade or older. I think even if you can't afford it, you can talk to them about
I'm sure there's lots of people there on scholarship.
But it's just a great program, academically. Artistically, she had to kind of move on, but when she was doing her auditions for colleges, they were basically at the same time as the musical for her senior musical, which would have been Urinetown. But she just couldn't do it. She just had too much to do with schoolwork, being out away for several weeks for her opera school auditions for college. It was just too much. So she made the decision not to be in the musical final year, even though the year before she kind of stole the show as the part of Alice in Addams Family musical.
Oops, sorry. Totally missed.
So if any of you want to look at that video, I think it's up on my YouTube page, and you can probably look back at it on my Facebook as well. My Facebook is, you're already on it, but is Facebook /Reuse, REUSE, and my YouTube is HSCOHN, Harold Scott Cohn, HSCOHN. So you can see that performance pretty good. And that's kind of when she started really getting serious. Because that was the summer before, or that was the show before she went to...
That would have been March 2017. She graduated in 2018 and did not do the musical that year.
Right, but it was also before she went to Bel Canto Institute in Florence, Italy for the first time.
Yeah.
Where she really started singing opera. That's where she started singing Stizzoso, Mio Stizzoso. If any of you have seen her sing that multiple times, she's been getting better and better at it. And it seems to impress people because she got into Frost Salzburg last year with it, and she got into University of Denver with it, and she got into Berlin Opera Academy this summer with it. So, thanks Frost Salzburg. And also thanks Miss Grau and Miss Goodspeed for that musical theater experience. She also did a bunch of other shows when she was in high school. The first one was Wizard of Oz, where she was like a Wookiee and a Poppy. She was in, 6th grade or 7th grade or something?
I think so, yeah. Maybe 7th. I think she was in 7th because in 8th grade they had the 8th grade musical, which was Bugsy Malone Jr., and she played My Name is Tallulah, played by Jodie Foster's character in the movie. If anybody remembers the movie Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, she was pretty good in that, but she really destroyed it as Alice in Addams Family.
Alice
She just really
Beinecke.
Yeah, she really just had it all together and had practiced enough. She was in, what's the Seymour one that she was in the year before with the plant?
Little Shop of
Well,
Horrors.
she was in Little Shop of Horrors the year before where she was one of a trio. And you couldn't really tell, though the trio was really good.
She didn't have any solos, yeah.
But when I heard the trio practicing, it's like, wow, these young women are really doing a great job for a teeny tiny school on a big stage at the Warner Grand, which was basically an old movie theater, but is a more of a play, musicals and orchestras and that kind of stuff venue now. But I don't know the exact history. I do know that it was redone, I guess in the 90s probably. Mary's playing hard, so I had to play hard back. We got distracted by playing ping pong. Could not
Got
talk
distracted
anymore.
with our table tennis.
So this year
Away
she's
from
doing
table tennis talk.
the magic flute. For those of you who haven't heard about that part,
Woo! I missed it entirely. I am so sorry. But now he has to chase it. Uh-oh. It's going under one of the treadmills, so this could be interesting. So I will dance. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Did you get it?
yeah.
He had to lay down on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Lay down and put his hand under the treadmill. But he's back.
This year, Mozart's the magic flute is also known as Die Zauberflöte in German, and so she's actually doing it in two different productions. One at University of Denver, and one in Berlin, the Berlin Opera Academy, and she's in the chorus. Sorry, for the production at school. But then at Berlin, she's got a role as a Zweite Name, which is second sprite.
Second sprite.
So she's actually studying the second sprite role with all the sprites in the Denver production. So she talked to the head of the opera and said, "Hey, I know I'm in the chorus, but can I work out with these people so I can get used to and get ready for the role?" He's like, "Sure,
Right.
as long as there's room in the room."
As long as there's someplace for you to stand.
So she went for the first time, I think, on Wednesday. I guess it was yesterday. And she sat with the understudies and said she had a good time. And she got to sort of work on the parts. And she's spending a lot more time practicing and working out this quarter because she was just taking too many units and got sick and was still sick from the summer in Salzburg, where she caught a cold. I think everybody there caught a cold. But it just kept getting worse and worse and worse with lung disease or something, RAD, reactive airway disease or something. And she had costochondritis where her muscles and her ribs got all swollen and just got stressed out. The hormones from the birth control were bothering her and making her depressed. So we fixed all that stuff, lowered her units, got her off the birth control medicine, got her exercising every day, got her eating right. Because she was kind of eating just when she felt like it. Now it's like, no, you've got to go to breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day with snacks in between. You got to exercise every day. You got to have, time to practice every single day, both in piano, which she needs in order to get her degree, and singing. So she's been doing it for the first couple of weeks of school, and so far seems to be going really well.
How's she liking her piano instructor? Because I know with her tendonitis it's hard.
She said it was really good because the instructor is a graduate student who's about to graduate in piano pedagogy. Pedagogy is a fancy word for a teacher. So this graduate student is learning how to be a teacher of piano. Sorry.
Oop. I'm going to get that because it's really going underneath. Oh no, it didn't go.
She gets the easy one. And so he is working with her on where her hands are in order to avoid the tendonitis. So he's aware of it. And he says this quarter he's going to be working specifically with her on good habits
Positioning.
for hand positioning and then they'll worry about the music next quarter. And she's practicing music, but he says the main thing is let's make sure we get your positioning right so you're not hurting yourself. And so it's great. She also went to see the physical therapists both in, I think just in LA, but they gave her exercises and they gave her braces and such.
Oop. It's coming out! Yay! It came out on its own. He doesn't have to get down on his hands and knees.
But hopefully
Under the treadmills.
New piano teacher will make sure that she doesn't get the tendonitis for playing piano. They also said she was kind of short torsoed, so she can sit on a book, and that would help. So she
needs to raise the stool so that she's got the right angle. Well, raise the stool by sitting on a book, basically.
Well, it's a bed, it's not a stool.
Right, but in the whatever she's sitting on is not tall enough for her shoulder to finger ratio to be correctly positioned for proper fingering placement on the piano keys, right?
Right, and they said she ought to keep her fingers always on the keyboard. They don't go up and down. They stay on and slide around and press as opposed to pounding. So, whatever it is, hopefully it works. Because last time she took piano last year, it was just caused so much pain that she couldn't keep doing it. She had to quit. But she needs it in order to graduate, so they gave her private lessons. Because they have private lessons for piano majors, of course. But then they also have them for people who just need private lessons. So far so good. And she's also got vocal coaching as well as private voice lessons. The vocal coach is kind of a accompanist who she can kind of work on stuff that she wants to work on and can give her insight into diction and rhythm and those
breathing
kinds of things.
techniques, all those things.
But it's a different thing than her private voice teacher works on, who's Sarah Bardell at University of Denver, in case anybody's interested. And the way she picked her was when she found out which schools she got into, she contacted all of the private instructors and all the schools she got into, basically, to say, hey, tell me about the school, tell me about the program. And Sarah was the one who continued the conversation and really told her what she wanted to hear. She also had a really good experience at her audition and had a good learning differences program. And so she chose the University of Denver. One of her friends was, first choice, I think, was University of California, Santa Barbara. And Sabrina got in and
Didn't want to go.
And yeah, she just didn't get the same vibe that she got at Denver. She also wanted to go a little further away. She also wanted to be someplace with cold weather. So she got all those things.
I think she also wanted to be out of driving distance for us. She wanted a little more distance than that.
Kind of a weird harmony between the Muzak, the ping pong, and
It's getting really squeaky over there. They think they're gonna need to bring over the
WD-40.
the WD-40 guy or something.
Yeah, at Burlington, which is sort of a floor down from the old side of the mall, we've got an escalator system that takes you down, and also an elevator, but the down escalator has been broken for a month and a half to 2 months. Through the whole Christmas rush, their escalator was broken.
Their down escalator. Here, this is how you get into our store. Nope, that door's closed. Couldn't have been good for their sales.
So it's obvious that they've been working on it, but obviously not very fast. You have to assume that it's going to cost an awful lot of money to have a broken entrance for your entire Christmas season.
And it's still broken.
Yeah, still broken.
We walked by there today, and it's still got the motor and the stuff and the big crane to lift parts, and yeah, it's...
A regular joke when an elevator is out of service is we're trapped, because how could you possibly
use an escalator that's not running? Couldn't possibly walk it like it was stairs.
Jim Gaffigan does a whole thing about escalators. We kind of like the pull lines.
They're free! I think my favorite thing that he says is when you get on the escalator, you're supposed to turn around to people behind you and say, "Follow me!"
So we've been walking today. Glenn came over and we were showing her our new nano wall windows in our living room and our new art gallery upstairs. And I took them over to my folks' house so you can see that. And we went to lunch and soup, which is happy veggie. I don't know if it's redondo or hermosa.
So now I'm mad because you went to soup without me.
Soup, which I think is Sabrina's favorite. Is that your favorite too?
I really like soup. Soup, which means if you have soup, I won't get soup for a really long time. Because you won't feel like going back for a while.
And the regular joke in soup is that a new mural? But they actually did just redo the entire restaurant.
They did the whole inside.
They took the mural down. It's just a white wall now. But the funny thing is they redid the whole restaurant, but they left the old crappy floor tiles in. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, can we make a little repeater of that move right there? That, whee! Whee!
I do my best to entertain, ladies and gentlemen, and it's all for you.
After our conversation today with David about him watching the podcast, he said you're up to like 82, which means he's actually watching. He knows what number we're on. But I don't know that we ever knew that he watched. So
it's funny because people will watch, but then they won't like, comment, and share. It's like, well, how do we know that you're there? Except for there's all these views, but we don't know who's viewing.
You don't like it. We don't know that you saw it.
So feel free to like, comment, and share, ladies and gentlemen.
We understand if you don't share, but the like and the comment part would be helpful.
We do it all for you, even though you don't let us know that you're watching. But we do get a view count. So typically our views have been 40, 60, 80. There's one with about 110 from, I think, the one we did for New Year's. So here's what it is. And, we've been trying to upgrade with the HD video that we're doing now instead of the live, and with the upgrading the audio by putting it into our post-production system so that we can increase the sound.
Every day.
It takes a couple extra days to post, but we can increase the audio so everybody can hear it.
Ooh,
we
sorry.
got a lot of complaints that it
off
wasn't
the top.
loud enough. We also got a video program that has a button, a volume toggle, but that wasn't enough, so I've got to turn up the volume in my post-production system. So what did you think of the impeachment hearings today?
I did not hear hardly any of it because I was working on something else. It was on in the background. So I didn't get to hear hardly anything.
Sounded like yesterday they were talking about what Trump did, and then today they were supposed to be talking about why it's illegal. So I caught some of it, but I didn't catch it. I mean, I was out playing, we're here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing too much ping pong right now. We talk and entertain you. So I got an answer from the Dugout Club people.
Good catch.
For the All-Star game. They said basically we'll get our same seats. But I haven't found out about our field level.
We also have not found out how much they want.
Right. We don't know if we're even going to be in town. Because Sabrina's performance week is the same week. So we don't know which day she's going to be, days she's going to be performing. So
she could be performing on the same day for all we know. We haven't gotten a schedule. Nice. And then I totally messed that up.
I inquired about the burrito piece that we bought from Christie's, and they said they were going to check, but it's supposed to be here sometime next week, it looks like. So we're playing ping pong again. Would you rather lean down and prove that she missed the table, or just hit it and keep it going? That's up to you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh!
Sorry. We used to, when the ping pong table was over there.
Way over there?
It was the same sides that my back was this side and your back was
yeah,
that side.
my back was to the same, you were facing the same direction. Your back was to the escalators. And my back was to the, let's call it the north end of Sears.
Let's call it the North End, ladies and gentlemen.
North end of Sears.
North End of Sears.
My back is to the north end of Sears.
Of course, Mary and I have different views of what way north, south, east, and west is, because where I'm from, Wilshire goes east-west, and Robertson goes north-south. But here, Hawthorne goes north-south. Huh?
North-south.
Hawthorne goes north-south, and Carson goes east-west.
In Torrance it does. Once you hit the bottom of the hill at PCH, you're effed. It does not go north-south anymore. It goes meandering around. Whee! Definitely meanders around.
So we usually have been watching the Daily Beans from the Muller She Wrote team in terms of when we're in the car, and then we'll watch Rachel Maddow and Lawrence O'Donnell and Brian Williams on MSNBC, and then Colbert and Seth Meyers are kind of our evening show watching stuffs. But with all the impeachment stuff, there hasn't really been, the Muller She Wrote and Daily Bean stuff. It's all happening too fast. And the same thing even with Rachel Maddow, because a lot of it's being preempted by the hearings.
They're still doing hearings when she normally goes on.
And then she's kind of doing just interviews.
The midnight show.
And talking heads where she's just talking to other journalists and stuff, as opposed to actually doing a show, which is what she normally does. She tells stories and tell you all about something more in depth. So usually we kind of watch her during dinner, and then Lawrence O'Donnell and Brian Williams afterwards. Then Mary will go to bed sometime during Lawrence O'Donnell, and I'll stay up and watch Colbert and Seth Meyers. But I usually don't watch past the monologue, whatever the second comedy segment is, unless the guests are really good. I won't watch. Sorry, shoe point.
Shoe points, I guess. Aiming directly for my toe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is our final volley.
Okay then. Get off to a good start.
We should get off to a good start, or we did get
No, I want to get the volley off to a good start, make sure we got a good set of tape.
Hope you've had a marvelous time tonight. Boom. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and share. We appreciate your watching. Tell all your friends. It's been great performing for you, telling you about our day. Have a lovely, 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 lovely day. Bye.